Let's talk about the destructuring objects. Here we have person object. I'm trying to get the first name and the last name. There is an old way to get properties by using the person dot first, person dot last. Let me access the first, and you will get the first name and the last name. But destructuring allows you to use, you don't need to write anything, like you don't need to create any variable for each property. You can access that in a single line. Let me show you the destructuring. Let is equals to we want first name, last name, and we want country, and we also want city and Twitter handler. Cool. Here we need to provide our object. This is our object. Let me refresh that. Here you will find the first name, last name, Twitter. You will get all the properties. How do you destructure the multiple nested objects? Let me show you. Here I have friend object. Inside the friend we have address, and inside the address we have location object. So what I'm going to do, I would like to access the latitude and longitude. You can use that. Again, this time I'm going to use const. You can use lat or const. Lat and longitude. I want to access these properties from the friend object, and we will have address and location. That's it. Let's try to access that. Let's try to access latitude, and we got the latitude and longitude. One another stuff, you can also do that. You can also rename these variables. Let's say I would like to use the latitude and longitude, and I would like to get them from the friend dot address dot location. Cool. Let's try to fetch the longitude. Cool. Let's try to fetch the latitude. Cool. Here we have latitude values. So you can rename the variables. One of the most important stuff, you can also add default values. Let's say I have a pagination object. Cool. And we have page number, which is 1, and per page, which is 10. I would like to load the 20 records per page, and you can say here query is empty. Let's say query variable, or you can say that name, query by name, or you can sorting by ascending order. Here our pagination object, I want to get the values like say page, per page, and query and sort. I did not define the sort directory, so dir. You can use default value here. Sort directory, sorting by ID. I would like to sort by ID. I would like to get all the values from the pagination object. So the main important, and you can also add here default value. Let's say if you do not provide the page value, it will use the default value. Let's say I'm going to use 2 here, and per page, let's say 10. If you did not define the per page value, it will add the 10 per page value. You can also use query, let's say name. I'm going to use that. You can also use default value for sort. Let's say DSC. Cool. Let's try to access these variables. Page, bam, here we have 1. Let's say I did not define the page value. You will get the page 2. Cool. Let's say per page, you will get the 20. Boom. Query, you will get the name, sort, ascending, because I have used the sort value here. Let's remove that. This time you will get the sort dir. Cool.